Guys, welcome to another video. In this video I'll be showing you guys how to install and set up custom versions of Proton if you want to run, like, let's say if you want to run Steam games that only work through the Proton, like let's say Glorious Eggroll GE versions or proton-cachyos. If you want to install those custom versions of Proton, this is the guide for you. So to install custom versions of Proton, you will need an extension called ProtonUp-Qt. So to install that, you're going to go to flathub.org and you're going to go search for ProtonUp-Qt and press enter. So now right there, the one that says PUBG UI and ProtonUp-Qt, this is the one that we're gonna install. So just click on it and click install and save it. So now what we're gonna do is open our terminal and go to downloads. So you can either type in cd downloads, or you can open your file manager, head over to downloads and select open a terminal within here. But apparently this is not available since I'm using the GNOME file manager on KDE Plasma. But let's say if you use Dolphin, then that it will work. So I'm just gonna go with cd downloads and press enter. Now we are in the downloads directory. Let me just zoom in for y'all. Apparently this is not working yet. Now it is. So now that we are in our downloads directory, in the terminal we're gonna type in ls, and if we look, we can see our file. This is the one I installed though, although we won't need this because this is my second installation for this video. But if it's your first time installing the app, then it should appear like this. So what we're gonna do is type in flatpak install, and what you're gonna do is copy the name right here and put it in. But if you don't have flatpak set up on your system, this isn't gonna work. So to set up flatpak on your system, if you're using Arch based distros, then type in sudo pacman-s flatpak. If you're using Ubuntu based distros, type in sudo apt install flatpak. And finally, if you're on a Fedora based distro, type in sudo dnf install flatpak. So now that we're finished with the flatpak setup commands, let's just install our Flatpak app. So type in Flatpak install and paste that in, and now you're gonna press enter, and you'll see that these are the list of what will be installed. So just press Y to accept when it prompts you to, and press enter and wait for it to finish installing. Now that it is done installing, we can go ahead and exit the terminal and go to your application launcher and search up ProtonUp-Qt and click on it. Now there are already some versions I installed, but let's say you wanna install a new custom version. Let's say how about Boxtron? I don't really know how this works, but let's just install that. For example, apparently you need some other dependencies, so let's install a more popular version like GE Proton and just click install and wait for it to install. You can see that it is installing right here. It is like around 20% complete, and what you're gonna do is just wait for it to install. That's how you install a custom version of Proton. Now we already have some custom versions here, and let's say in Steam compatibility, let's see, you want to show your game list. So I have the finals and free flow, and I'm using Proton Experimental since that's the only one that works on Arch Linux. But let's say you want to run a game using proton-cachyos, like on free flow. So I'm just gonna go and select proton-cachyos and click apply. So now that we have set it up and used it and applied the custom versions of Proton and have some installed, we can close this. And I have Steam located on another desktop, and I'm gonna just drag Steam here and open up Steam, and we can try now reclose up Steam and make sure to see this background task, right click it and click exit Steam, because Steam needs a restart to register the custom versions of Proton that is installed on your system. So just wait a little bit for Steam to start up. Sometimes it needs a bit of a second click. And Steam is all started up. So we're gonna go into our library. Let's say I selected free flow for this test, and I go to the properties, and we can see in compatibility I have selected proton-cachyos. We can see our custom versions of Proton which we can use anytime. And that will be it for this video. I hope you have a great day. God bless you guys, and I will see you in the next video.